Bulabinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rock.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tabua. We love Today FM in Tabua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selena, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Pula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news, video evidence presented in rape trial. Visa-free travel still under discussion. And Health Ministry on the lookout for reports of flu and leptospirosis.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
A reconstruction video of the crime scene in the case against alleged rapist and murderer Choso Dolonandolu was played in court as evidence this morning. Dolonandolu, who faces multiple charges of murder, rape, abduction, and indecently assaulting a female, allegedly raped 4 girls in his community and allegedly murdered the 4th victim after raping her in Dyumba last year. Shireen Shivan reports.
The 1-hour-long video shows Dolonandolu taking police officers around the community where the alleged offense took place. He takes the investigators to a spot where he allegedly met the victim. He then points to the highway and the team moves to a new spot. Dolonandolu, speaking in Itoke, describes how he allegedly threw the victim over a fence and then recreates the scene using a log. The video then shows the accused picking up the log and dragging it along the beach, allegedly reenacting everything he did to the victim. Dolonandolu then describes how he grasped the victim's hands behind her back as she lay face down in the sand. This is consistent with earlier evidence of how the 14-year-old girl was found. The video evidence shows Dolonandolu leading investigators back to the community towards a neighbor's house, where he washed his bloodied hands and legs. Loud cries are heard from the home of the victim as the accused walks by, heading back to the police vehicle. Police officers who were seen in the video with Dolonandolu also took stand today. They all confirmed that the accused allegedly confessed committing the crime and was charged subsequently. The defense questioned whether Dolonandolu was kicked, punched, assaulted and forced to make a confession, to which all replied no. Shireen Shivan, FBC News.
Fiji's envoy in New Zealand, Filimoni Wangambada, is keeping tabs on the proposals for visa-free travel to New Zealand. The diplomatic mission knows this is a significant issue since discussions have already been held between Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama and former New Zealand Prime Minister John Key. Savaira Tambor reports.
Fijians wanting to travel to New Zealand have to endure an expensive and sometimes lengthy visa application and vetting process. New Zealanders, on the other hand, hop on a plane and get a visa on arrival.
We're hoping that something good will come out of it, and our people are also waiting, and we know in good time, in due time, in due course, depending on how things work out in New Zealand, we hope that we will be able to get a response.
65,000 Fijians live in New Zealand, either working or studying, and many here are keen to visit family and friends without the hassle of red tape. Questions has been sent to the New Zealand High Commission in Suva.
If New Zealand gives free visa to other countries, why can't Fiji?
New Zealand could grant visa for Fiji so that I can further my study in New Zealand.
According to Wangambada, visa-free travel to New Zealand will also boost local businesses. A visa application currently costs about $270 and there are no refunds for people whose application forms are rejected. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
An increase in flu, influenza and leptospirosis cases has been recorded by the Ministry of Health and Medical Services. The public is being warned to take precautions as we are slowly approaching the cold season. Ropate Valeme reports.
Apart from the increasing number of dengue fever cases, there are also other communicable diseases that everyone should look out for.
For several communicable diseases that are circulating, and this is basically the normal trend every year. So during the wet season, and we are coming to the end of the wet season, these communicable diseases tend to circulate.
For typhoid cases, Dr. Kama says it is quite low this year when compared to the same period last year.
With leptospirosis and dengue fever and also flu, there has been an increase that the ministry had recorded. With flu and leptospirosis, the case numbers are quite high. We can refer to it as hyperendemic.
Health Minister Rosie Akbar is also advising the public to take precaution when it comes to dengue fever and other related symptoms.
If they see sudden changes in their body temperature, especially high fever, and they should make their way to the nearest health center for medical advice.
The ministry says people need to watch their diet, drink lots of water and have enough rest. This will raise the immune system in our body to protect these communicable diseases. Ropate Valeme, FBC News.
The Fiji Revenue and Customs Authority's Detector Dog Unit has been praised for its efforts in fighting drug cases. Based at the Nandi International Airport, the unit has been instrumental in intercepting 13 cases of hard drugs in the past 6 months, amounting to more than 6.1 million Fijian dollars. Since the unit started in November 2016, apart from hard drugs, it has also detected other narcotics like cannabis, steroids, ephedrine and liquid products used for producing explosives. The interception of these contrabands runs into thousands of dollars. The K9 unit also has the capacity to detect currencies that are smuggled at our borders and so far has helped stop thousands of dollars from being smuggled into the country. Still to come, northern farmers receive grants for mechanical harvesters. Paradise Beverages sponsors music festival. Details after the break.
Nimbula vinaka na yavangunga andi moala rara ranavika. O tikongona tauna singatoka ando talisaka na vakaronga na Bula FM nambandua ina serre.
Ya dora subuni kurna bili. Iborani batukara hambara binaranga. Do talitakina na varonga na Bula FM nambandua ina serre. Bula!
Bula FM nambandua ina serre.
A total of 21 cane farmer cooperatives received their grant for mechanical harvesters this week. Director of Sugar Viliame Ngudake says each cooperative will receive $90,000. Ana Ravulo has more.
The grant provided by government will help farmers in the West and Northern Divisions purchase 2 to 3 mechanical harvesters, which are expected to boost their income.
The beauty of this arrangement, meaning engaging the farmer cooperatives, is that every member of the cooperative has equal access to the use of the mechanical harvester. It means that the cooperatives will have a proper harvesting plan, a fair sharing of profits among the members, and no member, we hope, will be left out or unfairly treated.
Farmers from various cooperatives have been looking forward to such help and say it will take them a long way.
We'll help out our members and the farmers in our area. We'll reduce the harvesting cost, and that will be a huge relief to the farmers in the area, and that will sort out the, the labor shortage problem in the community as well.
Ngudake says all the grants have been deposited to the different cooperative accounts, and it's the responsibility of each party to maintain the agreement. Ana Ravulo, FBC News.
Removal of the sunken cargo vessel MV Southern Phoenix has begun. The vessel sunk a fortnight ago while loading containers. Fiji Ports Corporation Limited CEO Vajira Piasena says 25 cargo containers have also now been removed, with the operations ramping up. A 24/7 surveillance on the ship remains in place, with the Maritime Safety Authority of Fiji to ensure any leaks are dealt with. Oil spill equipment has also been brought into the site in case of an emergency. Investigations by MSAF into what led to the ship sinking are ongoing.
Yeah, after removing oil and containers, they have to remove the wreck. But of course, for that, the insurers and the owners have to work on a time frame.
Paradise Beverages Fiji Limited has come on board as major sponsors for the 2017 Thurston Food and Music Festival. General Manager Mike Spencer says they are excited to support an event which offers upcoming musicians a platform to grow. The Music Fest that is being organised by FBC, Knox Entertainment and the Suva City Council will be held at Suva's Thurston Garden in July. The tickets can be purchased at the FBC office, Ginger Cafe, Rock Cafe and the Rock Market.
We are very proud to announce our sponsorship of the Thurston Music and Food Festival, and just like in sport, we are concentrating on the development of locals to reach their full potential.
Acting Prime Minister Ayaz Said Qayyum says the annual festivals organised at different district levels brings people together. Speaking during the Bulla Night at Dhuvu Carnival in Singatoka last night, Said Qayyum said a lot of developments are happening at Naindovi in Dhuvu. He says the government wants all Fijians to benefit from the same amenities as those in towns and cities. The week-long carnival is underway at FSC grounds.
Of course, Naindovi has become a small town in itself, the whole Dhuvu area. And as government, we want you to enjoy those facilities. There'll be a lot more happening. We now, of course, have the health center, the police post, and we want to bring in more commercial activities into the place.
Ahead in sports with Jamie Sevensford, Kalione and Asoko nominated for World Rugby Awards, but joining us next is Rachel with Business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up in Business tonight. Jacks of Fiji taps into Strive in Business in Nakasi. And in growing Fiji, new facilities in rural schools. Stay with us.
Bulavinaka, I'm Andrea Sorbakroa of Nayabu Wenabuga Televu. Whenever I want to tune in to listen to great music, I always tune in to my favorite radio station, Gold FM, only the classic.
My name is Lita. We love listening to Gold FM here at the Fiji Hideaway Resort and Spa. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
We here at Tano Waterfront Lautoka love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
In Business tonight, renowned retail chain Jacks of Fiji has opened an outlet in Nakasi, Nassori. It's 46th in the country. Sanyani Bola reports Nakasi is one of the fastest growing centres in Fiji, and the multi-million-dollar company is taking advantage of that.
Jacks of Fiji has spent more than $1 million for this new branch, which is located in the New Roops complex.
This is going to be our largest Little India store we've done, and we're very proud of the outcome that we've achieved. And we look forward to serving our customers and ensuring we are able to cater for what they're looking for.
Guthrie says this store will be convenient for many of their customers, as they will not have to travel to the city or town.
Corridor has been developing over the years, and we felt that there's an opportunity to have a Jacks store. Potential location is identified, and here we are today with the opening of a new store.
Very good. Very beautiful place with beautiful people over here. Very good service.
We have the widest range in all of Jacks, I think so, and the price range is very awesome.
A new store, that's very good, it's great. And I mean, the staffs are very friendly.
Employing more than 80 staff, Jacks of Fiji Jacks Little India is ready to provide the best in the Suva-Nassori corridor. Jacks of Fiji is also working to provide more into the economy. Sainiani Mboila, ABC News.
Now, Savanatha from HFC Bank is here with the latest global economic figures.
Vinaka Rachel. Australia saw a strengthening of its currency in today's trading due to strong employment figures for the month of April. The increase was expected to be around 5,000 but came in at 37,400. The higher Australian dollar means it was more expensive for importers to pay for their imports. It also means it will cost more for people to exchange their money to travel to Australia. The Japanese yen opened stronger today, up from yesterday by 95 points as it grew at the fastest pace in a year. This is the longest period of the expansion in a decade. With a volatile market pressing down on the appetite of overseas investors to take risks, they're looking towards Japan as a safe haven currency. That's a wrap from me, Vinaka Rachel.
Thanks, Avinalva. On to today's exchange rates. The Fijian dollar strengthened against the Chinese yuan and the American dollar to close at 3.22 and 46 cents respectively. Closer to home, the Australian dollar went up to close at 62 cents, while the New Zealand dollar dropped to close at 66 cents, and the PNG Kina rose to close at 1.30. On to the commodities market, oil prices dropped, closing at $48.28 a barrel. Gold rose to close at $1,261 an ounce, and silver rose following suit, closing at $16.92 an ounce. In growing Fiji tonight, new facilities have been opened at 2 schools in the north by Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy. He says this is part of the government's commitment to ensure every child has equal access to education.
Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy opened the first ever computer lab at the Wabu Wabu Primary School in Lambasa.
We want to have an education system which prepares our children to be relevant to the contemporary labor market, contemporary economy. We don't want our children to come out of our primary or high school, but they don't have the basic skills required by contemporary labor market or the economy.
Dr. Reddy acknowledged that rural schools have missed out on development and infrastructure upgrades for many years, but the ministry is making things right.
We will do everything to ensure that while you were deprived of quality education, even though some of you were very bright, you didn't have fees to pay, bus fare, money to buy textbook, your children or grandchildren will never face this situation ever again.
He was also on hand to commission a new home economics block at Lambasa Sangam College. Head of Department Sanjita Chan says good facilities are important for conducive learning environment.
They will find it very interesting to have the classes in the home economics room with the cooking practicals, comparing with the appliances, like we have got the modern appliances available in the home economics room.
The Education Ministry says more funding will be channeled to the rural schools. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from the business desk this evening. Jamie joins you now with the latest in sports.
Naka Rachel, and good evening. Coming up, Nandi thumps Ba in its opening Fiji Fact match. And Fijian backs ready to fire for Crusaders. This and more after the break.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकू रेकी रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची एफएम सुनती हूँ. मिर्ची एफएम is number 1. It's so hot.
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे. मिर्ची एफएम is hot.
हाय, मैं संध्या नारियल रेफरी से मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं. मिर्ची एफएम is hot. I love मिर्ची एफएम.
हमें स्पिन टोटो ताबुआ के मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे.
मिर्ची एफएम, it's hot.
The Nandi football side has made a flying start to its Vodafone Fiji Fact title defense after thumping Ba 3-1 in Nausori this afternoon. Tied 1-1 at the break, the Jet Setters proved too strong for the men in black in the second spell. Here are the goals from the match.
Playing some good football as it comes for Ndungudangi. Takiate chasing for it. Ndungudangi with a through pass. The flag stayed down. And then it is Waisake Napoleon Ingase Vakatini. The flag stayed down. Takes his run back. Verity Dixon. And then he places it. He does make amends for the earlier miss. And Ba have equalized. Forward into the box. And they come with a deep one and a good one and a nice save. And following through is Ale Butanui. Happy with the way Ba are doing things at the moment because it comes out again. They come again with a header again.
Meanwhile, Suva beat Raki Raki 2-0 in the opening match of the tournament. Suva had to play most of the second half with 10 players after goalkeeper Emori Rangata was red-carded. However, a penalty by Shahil Dev and a Ravines Karan Singh goal gave the Whites the victory. The Nandi football side held its brand apparel launch last night. The partnership with Jacks of Fiji will see Nandi football apparel sold in Jacks stores. Nandi Football also honoured former President Navninda Gaunda for loyal service and a successful reign with the Green Machine. Robust Vodafone Fiji team forward Kalyani Nasoko has been nominated for the World Rugby Sevens Rookie of the Year award. Nasoko has been a vital member of the Fijian team and has been in outstanding form this season. The Nandi man was named player of the final when Fiji won its third straight Hong Kong Sevens title last month. Meanwhile, New Zealand's Vilimoni Kuroi and Argentina's Matthias Osadzuk are also nominated for the award. The Fiji Broadcasting Corporation has been given exclusive rights to broadcast the 2017 Skipper Cup competition both on television and radio. FBC today signed an agreement with FRU to provide exclusive coverage of the 2017 season. FRU had set out to enter in an agreement with an exclusive broadcaster as part of its restructured competition and a step towards professionalizing local rugby. FBC will provide delayed coverage of games with the possibility of showing the semi-finals and final live on FBC TV.
We at FBC are giving our viewers and listeners the privilege to watch both live and delayed coverage of the matches in best picture, sound quality and coverage, and keep all Fijians updated and engaged in the Skipper Cup 2017.
I think it's an important step forward for Fiji Rugby Union as we plan to make our competition more professional and building the brand of the competition. So I thank FBC for coming on board. There are commercial arrangements with which we have agreed with FBC.
Fijian Seta Tamanivalu and Manasa Mataele are ready to dazzle the local crowd tomorrow for the Crusaders. While Tamanivalu returns for his second Super Rugby game at home, it will be a night to remember for Mataele against the Chiefs. Masnil Prasad reports.
Getting the feel of how it's like playing at home, a big moment for Crusaders winger Manasa Mataele.
Emotional and excited, especially last year as I told some of the press that I watched them come here and that welcoming, and for me to come here again, especially playing in front of my family and friends, that'll be pretty cool.
While it will be Mataele's first Super Rugby outing in Fiji, All Black centre Seta Tamanivalu last year played for the Chiefs and this time is against his former teammates.
I played there last year and I come back this year with a different team. So yeah, we've been training with the Crusaders, working hard. Hopefully we get the result this week.
Both players are uncertain on their future right now. Tamanivalu is yet to make a decision on his move to France and Mataele hasn't selected a country to represent.
I'm not really sure. I haven't made any decision yet.
Oh, at the moment I'm just, especially when it's my first year, I'm just going to focus on Super Rugby.
With bulk of All Blacks playing alongside the two local boys, Crusaders' main focus is to remain unbeaten and stay on top of the Super Rugby table.
It's going to be pretty brutal in the contact area, and I think the team that takes their chances there and makes a presence in that area as well as obviously up front.
Despite this being Chiefs' home ground, Crusaders will be banking on its local fans to turn out in numbers in the exciting clash. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, players from the Chiefs squad today paid a special visit to the children's ward at the CWM Hospital in Suva. As Meli Tavanga reports, it was a heartwarming experience for both the visiting players and the young fans.
As part of their legacy program, the Chiefs reaches out to fans before their match tomorrow.
This fella is pretty happy the boys came out, and that's all it's all about, just coming out and getting involved in the community and putting a smile on these kids' faces who's going through a bit of a tough time at the moment.
Loose forward Liam Massam hopes they will break the Crusaders' unbeaten run in the much-awaited clash.
It's going to be a good game. It's always a good New Zealand derby, and it's cool to bring the game here to Fiji. I know you guys are mad rugby supporters and love the sport, so it's just awesome to be able to bring a big game like it is tomorrow here to Fiji.
Children and parents got a glimpse of these rugby stars.
To meet them for the first time face to face, and I was so happy to make them share a moment with me.
I'm really excited to meet the Chiefs this morning, as I've always watched them on TV, and now I managed to shake hands with them.
We came all the way from Koro Island since my son is sick, and we're really happy and excited to see the Chiefs coming to sit with us and chat with us.
Patients at the children's ward were enlightened this morning as this has made their dreams come alive in meeting their Chiefs icon face to face.
Melitawanga, FBC Sports.
That's it from sports this evening. Angie joins you later on with weather, and in the new media today. HP has unveiled the world's largest single memory computer, which can analyze an equivalent of 160 million books at the same time. Details after the break.
Bula, kera mai singatoka, kera ndo talita kana varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and Domoy Viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Uti kami nasong futbola ndo talita kana Radio Fiji 1 kina Domoy Viti.
Kaya kuyazo sila tale, nagurara may naomani, nandunga. Gitu talita kini ang gitu Venezuela, nagudurong varorong na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti na bonga ni BNN.
A prototype computer with 160 TB of memory has been unveiled by Hewlett-Packard Enterprises. Designed to work on big data, the device, called the Machine, can analyze an equivalent of 160 million books at the same time.
And Angie joins us now with the very latest in weather.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Sunshine and rain were in competition today, but rain kinda eased, so we were in for a much drier and brighter day around the nation. Looking at today, in the west, it was mostly sunny with light showers expected by later tonight. Eastwards, from Peck Harbour to Suva, the clouds covered the blue skies with slow-moving downpours rolling in. And up in the north, it was much cooler with some sunny spells. There is forecast for rain overnight. At sea, easterly winds 20 to 25 knots with rough seas. And for the tides, high tide tonight will be at 11:42 with a low tide tomorrow morning at 5:36. Sunrise will be at 6:26. For tomorrow, it's Friday, and to make it even better, conditions will be fine for Viti Levu. However, all these showers that we're having right now will move to Vanma Levu. Tomorrow's temps, Suva and Savu Savu will be quite cool at 27 degrees. Looking further on to the chilling day, that is Saturday, it will be cool and calm nationwide. And that, Jackie, is FBC weather for tonight.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. On Fiji on Pulse today, we asked, who are you tipping to win the Super Rugby match between the Chiefs and Crusaders tomorrow?
Chiefs, go Chiefs.
Crusaders will win again this year.
I'm cheering for Crusaders and I hope they win tomorrow. Yay! We're cheering for Crusaders! Go Team Crusaders!
Recapping the main stories, video evidence presented in rape trial. Visa-free travel still under discussion, and Health Ministry on the lookout for reports of flu and leptospirosis. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question, this week we are asking, should Fiji have a team in the Super Rugby competition? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, today's shot of the day was sent in by Avnil Singh from Matuku Island in Laos. Some say that sunsets are proof that no matter what happens, every day can end beautifully. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight from the team and I. Good night.
हमारा नाम संत कुमार है, हम रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता है और ताबुआ में सबसे बेहाल रेडियो फीजी 2 है यार।
हम बिना विमलेश रकाविंदी ताबुआ से रेडियो फीजी 2 हमारा सबसे फेवरेट स्टेशन है।
हमारा नाम ब्रूस राव है, रेकेरेकी मार्केट वेंडा और रेडियो फीजी 2 देश के धड़कन 1954 से हम सुनता है।
हम कबली ताबुआ रहता है, हमारा नाम है रमेश चंद
और हमारी मछली के धंधा है और हम सब टाइम रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।